A big part of our linear equations unit is being able to identify the slope and y-intercept of equations and then being able to graph that equation. So all of the examples we're going to go through in this video are already wrote in slope-intercept form, which again is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So if we take a look at this first example, here we have the equation y equals negative 1/2 x plus 1. So this is in slope-intercept form because it has y alone on the left-hand side. We have some value in front of x and then a constant wrote at the end. So identifying those two key pieces of information, we have m equal to negative 1/2 and our y-intercept of 1, b equals 1, which again is the point 0, 1 if we want to write it in its ordered pair form. So with this equation, now that we have this key information, to graph this, again, we start with the y-intercept. So first step is always to plot the y-intercept and then use the slope to find points starting with that y-intercept. So 0, 1, that's going to be our first ordered pair, or our first point on our graph. And then our slope tells us that we're going down 1 and to the right 2, since it's negative 1/2. So down 1 and then to the right 2. And then we can continue that pattern until we run out of space on our graph. And then we can work our way backwards following that same pattern. So down 1 to the right 2, the opposite of that would be to the left 2, up 1. And you can always double check, did I move correctly in the other direction, by checking to see, did I go down 1 to the right 2? Yep. And then that gives us our line, which we would then connect together, hopefully in a straight line. Oops. So we would connect that together, straight line, making sure we actually have it lined up this time. And so now we have our equation, or the line of our equation. So that's the first example. The second example, we have y equals negative x plus 2. So again, looking in front of m, or in front of x, excuse me, that's our m value that we're looking for. So m equals negative 1. And in this case, b, our y-intercept, is 2, which is the point 0, 2. Now keep in mind with these whole numbers, so m equals negative 1. A lot of students will have the misconception that they're just going down 1, down 1, down 1. But remember, every whole number can be wrote as a ratio where the denominator is a 1. So this is the same as negative 1/1. So we should be moving down 1 and then to the right 1. Starting from our y-intercept. So starting at the origin, we're going up to 2. And then we're moving down 1 to the right 1. Down 1 to the right 1, down 1 to the right 1, down 1 to the right 1. And again, we can continue that pattern till we have lots of points on our line, because we want to make sure we have it as straight as possible and as accurate as possible, because when we start chapter 5 and we start graphing systems, it's very important that your graphs are accurate. So the more points you can have, the better. And so you can see we're continuing backwards now by doing the opposite motion. And so we end up with this line that we can now connect to get the graph of this equation, y equals negative x plus 2. So there's our line of that one. Next example, we have the equation y equals 3x. So with this one, it doesn't appear that we have a b value at the end, but there is a value here. We just don't write it because it's 0. So b equals 0. So that means the y-intercept is occurring at the origin. And then the slope is 3, which, just like the last problem, we're going to think of this as 3/1. So we're starting at the origin, 0, 0. And then my slope tells me that I'm moving up 3 to the right 1. Up 3 to the right 1. And then we can work our way backwards. And then now we can connect these points. And then there's our graph of y equals 3x. For our last example, we have y equals 1/4 x minus 3. So in this case, m is equal to 1/4. Our y-intercept is b equals negative 3. So again, that's the point 0, negative 3, because again, the y-intercept occurs when x is 0. So we're going to go down to -3. And then we're moving up 1 and then to the right 4. So up 1 and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can work our way backwards and down 1. And so you can see we follow the same pattern. And then that would be our graph. So that's the graph of y = 1/4 x minus 3.